guys, it's your girl Marina. I'm back. Today we are adding some lining to these hats that I am making for my little cousin. So yeah, nothing to it. I just came in to pop in and chit chat with you guys. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. If you have any questions about anything that comes to waist beads or crocheting, drop them in the comment section below. But we will be resuming the waist beads real soon. I've been dabbling a little bit here and there, do that with making them. I just haven't like completely dived in. I feel like I need to go on a store run, and maybe that will get my creative juices, going. I don't know, but we'll see. I do want to do like a crystal line, like just a couple of beads with like the crystals. So that is something that will be in the works soon. So make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out. All right, let me thread this again. Now, if y'all see me running, it's because I don't be messing with these bees back here in this backyard. Sometimes they get a little too close to my comfort and I be gone. So, if you see me happen to run off the camera, just know I'll be back. Okay? Thread. So I got this cool thing. So you put the needle inside of here, and then you line it up with yourself, and then you like squeeze it, and then there's a little, you see that little thing right there? That pops open, you loop your thread over, and then just pull up. And then press it again, and then that's that. And then just cut it off. Okay. Yeah. Son painted it. I'm gonna try that a couple of times. And then this hat is almost done. And then I gotta do the same thing with the other hat. So today I actually led my first crochet class ever. I've been real shy to do it, and it's not my first time being asked to do so, but it was nice. It was my friend's, and it was her daughter, and we had sandwiches, and we had water, and we had like snacks and stuff, and we was just sitting around, and like my friend, she's like beginners, but her daughter was like, she had a little knowledge, and then the youngest, she was able to capture on pretty quickly. But the thing with crochet is that you're not gonna catch it the first time. Like, you're not gonna get down the stitches or anything like that. Like, you really have to have the patience for it. But once you do, and you just give yourself a shot and just keep working at it, you're gonna get good. There's no way you're not. And then you start doing other things like me, like how I just branch off, and now I'm making bags and baby booties and you name it. That's the fun thing. When you be like, oh, I could probably make something, I could crochet that. So the world is at your hands. But these hats is special because I'm making it for my little cousin. She has stage 2 brain cancer and she has therapy coming up. So I want to make sure my little girlfriend has some hats and accessories to wear while she goes. Hello, welcome to the live. So I think today I'm gonna work on maybe a teddy beanie, and then I think that's gonna be it. Like, I want to just get the hats over to her first before I continue making more, because I don't want to get caught in my head and I'm a perfectionist and no, it's not ready. No, I'm trying to just get them done. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna wait until I go to the store to get the right thread. I'm just gonna use what I got because I don't want to have no holdups. This is just gonna make it a little bit more unique, a little more handmade, a little more original. But yeah, so yeah, after doing this class today, it do kind of open my mind to be like, you know what, maybe I should start doing like crochet classes. That would be kind of cool. And like teach double crochet, single crochet, all the how-tos, make cool things. It might be in my future. We'll see. We shall see. And there is a crochet meet group tonight, so I think I'm probably go there tonight. We'll see though. Let me see how I feel, because I've been out in the sun all day long, and you know how the sun like drains you. So I don't know yet. But yeah, this is the first hat. Let me know if y'all think I should add some more rollers to it. These are both basically the same hat. I just gotta put the lining. So when I do the second hat, it's not gonna lay down flat like how this one will. So I'm gonna have to use this one as my template for when I'm about to line the second hat. But they're the same hat. It's just the accessories is on the brown hat, the rollers. And these roller accessories are cute because she could actually pop this off and, like, you know, play with this piece. So this piece is actually connected to the hat, and then she could just open these up if she wants to. She's 3, so you know, 3-year-olds like to do stuff. And even this piece comes off. So let me know if I should add some more though. Yeah, definitely more rollers. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, should I leave it? All right, I'm gonna get one more pack and that'll do the trick. Yeah, I'm like, man, it kind of look a little gappy. And I'm like, that could be like the joke. Like, oh, you know, she hurried up and ran out the house and she got her rollers in her hair. But yeah, I was thinking that too. I'll work on that. All right, so I'm coming to the end of this hat. All right, so this is the end. And I'm just gonna do a little knot situation right here. The birds is just enjoying the sun though. It's cute either way, but I add a few more. She'll love it regardless. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm gonna definitely go with adding a couple of more, because that was my initial, like, when it was done, I was like, I think I need a couple of more. But let me show you. This is a pool ball hat, and I put the number 3 because she's 3. This is my first attempt on doing numbers, and now it's nicely lined and comfortable, so she can be nice and cozy and even sleep with it, because the fabric I used is so soft. So let me show you how I do it. So let me get my fabric. And this is a shirt that I used to have, and it's super soft, and I knew, like, when I was going to not use it anymore, I was like, I can use it on a project, and I now have the perfect one. So I'm gonna cut this in half, straight up. Hold on, I think I can use this piece. Yeah. And I just get my little Sharpie. First I'm gonna fold it in half. Adorable. I need to get back into crochet. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I had my friend come over, her and her daughter, and her daughter's daughter, so her granddaughter, and I was teaching them, like, the basics on how to crochet. We had a good time. Oh, and we had a really good time. And then my little self-care lately has been going out, and I found a, like, local crochet group, so I'm gonna probably do that today too. All right, so I'm just gonna get my Sharpie, and do my outline. So you want, like, your pattern to be a little bit bigger than the hat, because you need space to cut and sew. So you gotta make it slightly bigger than your hat. I wish I could see a better view, like an overhead view on what I'm doing, but we just vibing. I ain't really, like, doing a full tutorial. Not today. I'm just trying to get this stuff done. There's a lot of work going on in my background, so I do apologize, but I cannot control it. Oh, right. So with the hat, this is my outline, and now I'm just gonna cut it. I don't want to move it around too much. And then it's gonna cut all the way around. And you gotta make sure you got some good scissors, because otherwise you're not gonna get like a clean cut. Turn this around. Ta-da! And now we're just gonna sew it together and then sew it into the hat. Nice. I've been waiting to find a group like that. Adorable. I need to. Yeah, it was nice. It really is nice because it's like everybody is on different levels of crochet and knitting. So it's a knitting and crochet group. And it's like a nice place to like. They got food there. So you go, you get some food, you can get some coffee, have a nice little drink, and just sit down, chill. When I went, I was like, okay, let me see what the vibes is like, and if I feel uncomfortable, then I'll leave. And I feel comfortable. I make myself comfortable wherever I go, but I feel comfortable. The ladies there was nice. I was the youngest one there, but they was like, come back, make sure you come back every week. I was like, okay. So I did find a group of people to hang out with, and that's really nice. You just need that sometimes to get off the couch, because I'll spend hours and hours, put a nice show on and just go. But I'm like, nah, let me try to get out the house. It is the summertime, right? Before we know it, it'll be back to winter and we'll be back in the house. So I'm like, let me get out, let me go. Yo, this needle just does not want to get used. Where did it go? It just flung somewhere. Here it is. All right, let's try this again. So this is like a thread feeder, I'm gonna call it. I don't know the actual name of it, but it threads your needle for you. And I just learned how to use it like 2 days ago. That's how I still fight with it. All right, so I want a nice long piece. And then pop it off. I got this thread from the dollar store, the little packet. And I'm noticing you do not get a lot of thread on there, because I did not use that much red. And it's already running out. I got the fan on me, that's why everything's blowing. Come on, bees, leave me alone. We live right now. We are live. These bees be cutting up back here. Don't worry though, I got my hornet spray on standby just in case. Just in case. The bumblebees, they don't bother me. But those wasp looking ones, the hornets, I don't know what they call. Yellow jacket, wasp, hornets, whatever they are. The ones who's not bumblebees, they the ones that be wanting to fight for no reason. I be here just chilling, minding my business, you know, and then they just come out of nowhere. I want to start buzzing around me and being up in my face. And then sometimes I just go in my house because I'm like, listen, I'm not trying to fight with you. I don't want the gang to come out and come and get me. So I stand down. So let's see if they let me be great today. Alright, so this is what it looks like. And now I'm just gonna sew the two pieces together. That's so nice. Years ago I joined the group, but it was all much older women, but it was fun. You should definitely keep going. Yeah, I was the youngest. I felt like everybody was like 60 and older, but I have a lot of friends that's older than me, so that doesn't bother me at all. Like, what? And then like the one thing that I said I was gonna do was like bring a project, like start a new project there. Like that was my group. No, I mean that was my one thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on something for me. So my rules are, it has to be for me. It's only something that I work on when I go there to motivate me to keep going. So I did this sunflower granny square hat. It's a granny square bucket hat. I never did a sunflower granny square before, so that was different. And then since I never used that type of granny square, I am really just kind of freestyling. Now I've made a couple of granny square bucket hats, so I feel like the hardest part is just kind of getting the sunflower into a square shape. If those of you who knows what I'm talking about, then yeah. But aside from that, it's mostly done. The inspiration is from the baby. He had a black and white one like it. So I was like, that would be dope. I'll probably do a black and white one, but I had this hot pink. And I was hoping to have somebody like request some type of project from me to use that hot pink, but I had no reason to use it this summer. And I mean, I still got some left, but I used the hot pink and white. So I'm gonna make a hot pink and white one, and then I'll probably do a black and white one. So I've been making a lot of hats lately. I need to start doing a couple of hats for my daughter for back to school too. I've been working on a couple of crochet bows. I don't know if y'all seen the pencil bow that they have here online, but I did the crochet pencil bow, and then I did a composition inspired one, so it's black and white. Somebody told me that I should do like a crown next, so I might do that. I want to do a couple of teddy beanies too for her, because those are always cute. And now that I know how to actually line the hats, oh baby, we're gonna have the most hats, the most warmest hats this winter, because I know how to make the hats heavy and I know how to line them. And like, to make it heavy, I just like double my yarn, and that just gives me like the weight that I like. But yeah, if it's your first time hanging out with me, I'm Marina. I like to crochet, I like to make waist beads, and I like to do all kind of things. So if you like to do stuff or just kind of watch, you should definitely join the team. Definitely follow and subscribe to the channel. Once the kids is back in school though, I'll have like a better routine on like when I come live and stuff like that. But right now, we just kind of flapping in the wind. I just come live when I come live, and I leave when I leave, you know. Hopefully I come back later. But yeah, I want to finish these hats by the end of the week and get them out. I should have left the link in the description box, but we did start a GoFundMe for her, and I try not to say too much, but yeah, I'm just trying to get these hats done. Just trying to get them done. You know, when somebody's going through cancer, you don't feel like you're doing a lot, or you try to do a lot and you know it's not enough for what the family is actually going through. So I'm just trying to do my part. I'm like, I can crochet, and her mom was like, can you make her another blanket? Because I just made her a cute blanket. It was white, hot pink, light pink, and dark blue. And then I had used like this cute glitter type of yarn. It was real thin, so I had to like add it to the yarn. It was cute, very original. And I just finished that one. So I was trying to figure out, like, I want to call this one the healing blanket, and I want to add some ribbons to it. I want to make it like a star shape type of blanket, because anytime I'm crocheting, I like to do something that I've never done before. So I never did a star blanket before, so I want to do a star blanket. That's gonna be my next one. And we're almost done making our cap insert. But yeah, we started her GoFundMe, and next time I come on live, I'll try to remember to put that in the description box. But you can check out my website. It is in the description box, and you can grab all kind of cool things there. I got baby booties and waist beads and ear headbands. I mean, beanies. You name it. You name it, I make it. Alright, so now I'm just going to make a nice knot at the bottom. Right, so now we're gonna get our hat. I got a new sub. Hey, so this stuff is not gonna be really seen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie them. Usually what I do is I tuck the ends, but because I'm about to line this hat, I'm not concerned about the ends. I'm just gonna tie them. But yeah, usually I tuck in all my ends on the hat. But you know what? I'm kind of like, should I wait? I probably should wait. Nah, I should be alright. I should be alright. I was thinking maybe I should wait because I know I'm gonna add some more of the, what's it called, the rollers, but I'm pretty sure that I can work around it. I'm knotting this up so it's not gonna come undone or anything. Tucking in the ends is really more just for like a aesthetic. Yes, it does you know, make sure that your work is pretty secure, but when you're gonna line your work the way I'm about to line mine, it's not gonna be seen. I'm not gonna stress it. I'm just not. And like certain crochet hats, you don't even have to like tuck your ends. That's like a part of the actual style. Hey, welcome to the live. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just here finishing up some hats right now. Ooh, I should have grabbed my my labels too. So the hat that we just finished is the pool ball. Boop. And now we're doing the roller hat. I can't take credit for the roller hat. I did come up with the what's it called? I came up with the hat style, but I learned everything from Le Crochet. So if you look at the teddy beanie hats, like I followed it, but I had to tweak it because I had to make this for a 3-year-old. So I had to make it a little bit smaller than the ones on that. But once you know how to like do stuff like that and tweak your patterns to what you need it for, the world of crochet is at your fingertips. All right. All right, this piece I can definitely tuck in later. Cut these down. And I'll tuck this later. I might not even need to tuck it. I usually get the tapestry needle to tuck my ends, but because this is a the piece that you're gonna see. I wanted to make sure I took that. All right, so the piece that we sewed is gonna be inside now because we don't want that piece shown. So we'll just flip it inside out. See? Nice and clean. And then you put that over the hat. Like that. And now we just sew this onto the hat. And that's your lining. So simple, right? Hi, Cecile. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, y'all. All right. So now I'm just gonna attach it onto the hat and start sewing around it. And then I'll go to the dollar store later on and I'll add on maybe like 5 more rollers or so. Because I don't want to make it too heavy. So I don't want to put too many rollers. But the foam rollers are pretty light. So I don't really have to worry too much. But I just don't want it to like add weight to her head. I'd rather it be more functional and her actually being able to wear it, you know, on her way out. I think the next round I'm gonna do like 2 needles and have them ready to go so that I can really just kind of race through sewing the lining in. But yeah, I just do this overlapping motion so that I know that it's very secure and it's not gonna move out the way or shift or anything like that. Nothing funny is gonna happen with it after I sew the lining in. It's gonna be in place. So this is how it's looking. So I'm gonna have to just do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my another needle ready. Might as well do it now. I'm gonna get 2 done. Excelente. All right, so I'll stick my needle at the top with the hole in my direction. Grab the yarn. Pop that over. These bees, yo, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna see a whole nother side of me today. Alright. So that's done. Bada boom, bada bing. Cut that off. I just baked like 3 knots at the bottom. Lucky number 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. All right, I'm gonna do 4. And cut off the tail. I'll do 1 more so I don't have to stop no more doing this. What the heck? I know I took 2 needles out and I don't know where the other one went. Oh, here it is. is that my table is clear. So it just completely blends in. So we'll put that through. Anybody watch that show? It was a Secret Millionaire, and it was a challenge on there. And the challenge was you had to thread 5 needles, I think in like 1 minute or something like that, or like the fastest amount of time. I'm like, man, listen, I could do that. Sign me up. Because yes, I'm using this little contraption to help me thread my needle, but listen, I could thread me some needle now. For $1 million on the line, they ain't gonna like me because I'm gonna use a lot of, let me, let me stop. Everyone needs to hit the like. Yes, yes, yes. Hit that like button, y'all, so that YouTube can push out this content. I'm like, let me start showing up, showing y'all a little bit what I be doing, and things of that sort. I think I'm gonna start a crochet class though. I really think so. I think after the kids starts back school, I know someone who does like homeschooling, and she was asking me if I could come in and do something for her and the kids. Now, because they're pretty young, I'll have to set realistic goals. I think like training kids or younger kids. Now, people of any age can really crochet, so I ain't gonna sleep on them. But I think I think my goal for those kids will be just getting them to chain the first session, just learning how to chain, and then after we learn how to chain, then do the single crochet. So it will have to probably be stretched over a couple of sessions. But you know, people learn differently, so you just never know. You just never know. All right, so I'm done with the first needle. Needle number 2. I do not like the spring water. All right, now we're gonna put this. Please do a class. I am a beginner. All right, yeah. We're gonna have to figure out what night. What I'll probably do is like on live, like on my community tab, I'll probably set up like the date. So like stand by for like a date, and we'll do that. I'm thinking like in September though. And I say that because I'll have like the house to myself. It'll be quiet. It'll be a vibe. We could chill. Nobody will be calling me, because if I do it now, listen, my daughter, when I'm live, she got every question, she got every concern in the book. So this way I can have that undivided attention that is required for the crocheting, and we could just chill. That would be cool. And then maybe we could do something like a Q&A where I let like people come in on the live and ask their questions. I don't know. There's a couple of things. I'm gonna work on some ideas, but I'm gonna do it sooner than later, because I don't want it to just be an idea and never do it. But I see big things happening for this channel, guys. Make sure y'all are sharing it with someone who likes to be as creative as me. And also, so like I said, I am making these hats for my cousin who's battling cancer. So If you have any ideas on cute hat ideas to make for a 3-year-old, leave them in the comment section below so I can have some more inspo. I saw a cheeseburger one. I did the pool table one. Um, so I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Today somebody showed me this cute ruffle one. Looking at the ruffles, I'm just like, oh my goodness, my arms are ready, but it's worth it. And then I'll probably just get started on her blanket after that. So I think I'm gonna do maybe 2 more hats and then start working on the blanket. So like the way how I hide my yarn, I mean my thread, because y'all can tell that I'm using a bright red, but you can't even, no, you can see it a little bit, but the way how I tuck it, you don't really notice it. Like, that's not a big of a deal. If you are more traditional, of course you can use white, but what I do is, like with the V stitches or whatever, there's like stitches on the inside, so I kind of just like sew my needle and thread through the little back loops only, if that makes sense. Like, you're gonna see the red like crossing in through the actual yarn. You know what I mean? It's all like just in the back. Like, you can see it on the edge, like a border. You can see it as a border, yes, but it's neat and it's in the back loop, so it's not really in the way. But I really wanted the fabric to come down all the way because like this is made with acrylic yarn, and like when it's hot, for example, she wears this and it's hot, then the acrylic is gonna definitely probably like bother her forehead. So I think about things like that. So yeah, this is a pink lining, but it's super soft and it's gonna be comfortable for her, and that's my goal. My goal for these hats is for them to be silly but comfortable. Silly but comfortable. But my cousin's like, I'm gonna send you a sewing machine, so y'all ain't gonna be able to talk to me after I get my sewing machine, because your girl gonna be acting brand new on this channel. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna show you how to use it and how to sew and how to thread your needle and I mean thread your thread and all that stuff, all that fun stuff. We will learn it together. I ain't gonna leave you. I'm not like that. What I like about this fabric that I'm using is that it's like real stretchy. So I did pretty much cut it nicely. But if I need to like pull it or whatever to the size that I need it, it's real flexible. And I just kind of tuck it under and then sew. Just remember, you are in charge of the garment. You know what I mean? So if it's a piece of the garment that you made a little long, tuck it. Just tuck it. Tuck and pull and do what you need to do, because nobody's going to know that once it's done. You're not even going to think about those things after you finish doing this part. So my pieces, certain pieces of this is definitely longer, so I'm just tucking it underneath a little bit and going from there. Get out here, fly. Alright, so I'm just going to continue. We halfway done. Alright, so I might have to do, like, thread my needles one more time. Because I don't know if this next needle is going to make it all the way around, but we'll see. Alright. I thought I did 3 of them. Hold up. Wow. I guess I used both of them already. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, wow, I moved through that fast. Oh, man, this one got a nice knot. I don't want to mess with it, but we'll see. Let's see if it works right. It might act up. You're going to be fighting with it the whole time. Mm-mm. It popped. Ay, ay, ay. Well, yeah, let me just redo it. Come on, Fly. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, my gosh. Be in nature, they say. It's good for the soul, they say. Till the flies start bothering you. They don't talk about that part. They don't talk about that part. Alright, I made this one pretty long. Uh-oh. I got the fan going, so the thread is flying everywhere. Okay. We are in business. I'm going to tie it again. cut off the top part. And for anybody who's wondering, like, if I'm gonna wash them, I'm gonna definitely wash them before I send them off. Because I know I'm outside, and I know how, I work in the hospital, so I know how the immune system works. So I'm gonna make sure it's nicely cleaned, thoroughly. Yeah, so if I go to my group today, I'm gonna make a teddy beanie. I'm definitely gonna do a 2-color teddy beanie today. I just gotta figure out what colors I'm gonna do. I know these hats is out there, but I think the teddy beanie, I might make it a little bit more mellow, tone it down a little bit. I'm actually working on a gray and pink one right now for my daughter, but for my cousin, I might do a green. I try to think of, like, neutral colors too, just things that she can just throw on a regular day. But don't get me wrong, this roller hat could go with anything. It's brown. Like, yes, it has the rollers, of course, but it's brown. See, so I have these blunt edges, so I'm just kind of like tucking them underneath, so that it has like a nice finish. Come on, Fry. Get up out of here. So we are almost done, y'all. Okay, we're almost done. We are approaching the end. I don't know, I might have to thread my needle one more time though. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. We will see. If I would have made my thread just a little longer, just a smidge, I would have made it. But I don't think so. Alright, after this, I gotta work out. I've been sitting in this chair. This chair is tearing my back up. Telling you, I usually be sitting in my little computer chair, but today I'm sitting on this button one. I mean, this ain't doing what it needs to do. It's telling me, all right, get up off live, go handle your business. All right, so I'm gonna have to do one more threading. Unbelievable. So just so y'all know, FYI, don't let Dollar Tree hype you up. If you think you're getting a lot of thread on the bigger spools, you're not. You're definitely not. The only thing that's different is the spool size. Because there's no way that I'm out of this red already. But you get what you pay for. I'm just saying. Should last a little longer. All right, Mr. B. I'll be talking to all the insects like, all right, I'm here. Please don't start nothing. All right, so we have reached the end of the hat being lined. Just make it a couple of knots and then cut it off. Ta-da! So this is the other one. And we got this one. And then we flip them out. They look like that. Bam. Look at that. So yeah, so I'm done. Please do a clap. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna get going now because I'm hot and I'm gonna go cool off and yeah, do all that cool stuff. But I'll probably come back on later on if I happen to go to the cafe, which I probably am. Make sure you're following and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on all the cool stuff. Also, do yourself a favor and click the link in the description box so you can check out my website, buy some waist beads or some crochet stuff. I'm sure you will find something for you. But yeah, I got to go, people. Catch y'all later. Bye.